Hi class, this is chapter 13, graphing, and we are finally at the chapter that you all have been waiting for all year long. We are finally going to learn how to find the slope of a line. You guys are going to rock it. You're going to do really well with this. Let's get into it. So look at my pictures here. I first want to tell you what a slope is. So a slope of a line is the measure of the actual steepness of a hill. So look at my first picture on the left. It's a rock climber. She's climbing uphill. So if you graph a line that is going up, you call this a positive slope. Now check out the guy. He's skiing downhill, and if you graph a line that is going straight down, you're going to call that a negative slope. If you have a line that goes straight across on the x-axis, that is going to be called a horizontal slope. And sometimes you may have a problem where your slope is undefined and you cannot tell the steepness of the hill. And I'll show you what that problem will look like. So here is to measure the slope of a line, we choose any 2 points on the line. So P1 is a representation of one ordered pair. It's represented by X1 and Y1. That's the first ordered pair. P2 would be the second ordered pair, which would be X2 and Y2. I highly encourage you to use these subscripts and label your ordered pairs so you don't get it confused and you're able to put it into the equation correctly. Here's a fun little cartoon to remind you what slope means. Slope means rise over run. And this fella is saying you have to rise before you can run, which is very true. So the equation slope equals rise over run means what it says here in M. Okay, so we're going to subtract the y2 from the second coordinate pair from the y in the first coordinate pair, and the same for the x's. So example 1 says find the slope of the line through the points -3 and 5, and then 6 and -1. So let's write down this equation. M, which means slope, equals y squared minus y1 divided by x squared minus x1. So first, before I do anything, I'm going to label with my subscripts x2, y2. Okay, so slope equals, my y2 is -1, put that in parentheses, minus y1, which is 5, over x2, which is 6, minus -3. So when I solve this, -1 minus 5 is -6. 6 plus 3 is 9. And this will simplify to -2/3. Because both numbers have a common factor of of 2. Okay, of 3, I'm sorry. All right, so I'm going to show you what this all means and how it relates to your graph. I'm going to first plot my first ordered pair, -3 and 5. So -3 will go 1, 2, 3 to the left because it's negative. My y is positive, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to put a line right here. And then my next ordered pair is 6. And -1, so it's going to go all the way over here. We're going to pretend like there's a 6th line out here, go down 1. Okay, and then I'm going to try to carefully draw this line. I really encourage you all to use a ruler to get a straight line. Okay, try and take it nice and easy. Okay, and what we're drawing here is a hill or a triangle. And I want you to understand exactly what we just solved for. So when you find the difference of the y's, you are finding the distance of this slope right here. You are finding how steep it is. And then with the x's, You are finding the distance of this horizontal line. Look at my number -6/9, which is rise over run. So this is a -6. I want you to see that I have 6 squares in between this point and this point here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Going across the horizontal line, I should have 9 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I do. So that's what that means. You rise and then you run. Now the reason why we went down is because we had a -6. Okay? Let's try the next example. So it says, find the slope of the line through the points A, which is -2, -4, and point B, 5 and 1. I'm first going to label my ordered pairs, x1, y1, x2, y2. And my formula for slope is m equals y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1. Double check yourself, use your finger to make sure you're staying on track. So y2 is going to be 1 minus -4 divided by x2 is 5 minus -2. So m, or my slope, is 1 plus 4, which is 5, and then 5 plus 2, which is 7. So my slope of the line is 5/7. Let's plot this on the graph. So my first point is point A. We're going to start with -2 and go up, or go down -4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then point B is +5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up 1. I'll draw my line. Okay, you guys can draw a better line than I can with your rulers. Okay, whoops. That went a little too far. Notice my fraction that I have here for slope. I have 5/7. Rise, I have 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then my horizontal should have 7 squares across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that is what that means. That is the distance between the height and the horizontal distance on your hill. Next, in example 3, it says, find the slope of the horizontal line through the points E, -4, -3, and F2, -3. The instructions just gave you a little hint here. It said, find the slope of the horizontal line. Okay, so let me show you what's going to happen. We're still going to use our slope formula, m equals y² minus y1 divided by x² minus x1. I'm going to put in my points. Y², first I need to label x1, y1, x2, y2. So y2 is -3 minus -3 divided by 2 minus -4. My slope is -3 plus 3 is 0. 2 plus 4 is 6. So my slope is 0/6, meaning it's undefined. So let me show you what this looks like on the graph. I have my first ordered pair, -4, -3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And then my next ordered pair, positive 2 on the x-axis, down 3 on the y. 1, 2, 3. So I have a horizontal line. There is no slope. There is no slope. It is just a straight line, and be sure to draw your arrows in. Here's our last example. Find the slope of the vertical line through the points R, 4 and 5, and S, 4, -2. So vertical line, it just gave us a hint in the directions. Okay, let's write our formula for slope. M equals y squared minus y1 divided by x squared minus x1. I'm going to label my ordered pairs. Okay, now let me fill in the value. So y2 is -2 minus 5 divided by 4 minus 4. -2 minus 5 is -7. 4 minus 4 is 0. So here again, I have the slope of the line is undefined, and I'm going to have a vertical line. Let me show you what these points look like. So our point R is 4 on the x-axis, and then up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 4 on the x-axis and -2 down. Okay, so this is a straight vertical line. And this would be my answer if you were asked to graph the slope. Okay, let me know if you have any questions with your homework.